map where there were so many points of contention here for the Sharks, but considering the amount of growth we've seen throughout their map pool so far in this series, I imagine that this is going to be just as close.
And it's starting things off with what looks like a faster A-side play. And again, standard retake from Young Sharks seems to be the name of the game, but they don't have a kit for that retake. So Railsin is going to have to do some serious heavy lifting with the utility. JNT's holding on to CT, always important, but Pank's been forced off in the meanwhile, so they can't actually fight out from jungle. Max is isolating the duel, but Pank isn't down yet. Look out, he's unexpected, and he's got two. Try to trade with the P250, but JNT is still yet to strike in from CT spawn. Unable to collect any frags despite being given a couple of opportunities to do so. A good nade goes in deep, but not deep enough. Doesn't catch out anyone really, and it's Pank to find another. JNT's trade, they might get the ace. What a way to go!
Give this man a P250 and he'll carry you through it. Try gets the kills on the entry, and then when they're trying to compose themselves for the retake, he just keeps on fighting alongside his teammates. He snuck through this smoke and waited for the right time to spring into action. It's just diversion tactics from the rest of the squad. Oh man, if you get Try unleashed in this map, that is the real danger. I think Vu was trying to highlight that as well. If they don't throw these flashes, if they get this mid control here on the Shark side, and especially on that T side, if they do nothing with it, then Try will punish you each and every time. Still a long way to go before we see that half. But if that's the performance that Try's ready to put up, then this could get dangerous. Lukowski. Oh no! It's these Deegs that have found so much impact. 3 kills almost instantaneously, and they're losing numbers. They're not getting any ground for all of these casualties, and it's only Try who will have to ace again.
Ace me once, shame on me. Ace me twice. God damn. Question is, can he get there though? Doesn't look like it should be possible, Michael. Not a single casualty on the side of Young Sharks, and he has no utility. He's got the bomb, he's got the time, but does he have the idea that Railsin is around the corner? No, not even that. A Mac 10 kill, an AK recovered. Michael, there's no way 9Z won't be feeling the pain of that.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me with that.
And I mean, I was just getting ready to tee up the entire narrative that, hey man, Try's had a humdrum series so far. Maybe this is what it takes. Maybe this is where suddenly you come in, you're feeling good about yourself, but they were feeling too good for too long. They just weren't ready for the Deagles to take them by storm.
A ridiculous way to punch right back. Coming into that second round, not losing a single body, not getting caught out by anything.
I think that might even be the first force buy win we've seen all series long, but I'm not going to go out and quote myself on that. DGT, Digit, not having too much HP left. Oh, they're even watching out for the stack up into the window. Zevi's lined them up. The Mac 10. I stole this from you. This belonged to you. Now it's mine. And you know what it's doing? It's getting me the money.
Yeah, all these recovered weapons, it's not exactly like they had to buy into this one. And the force buy has found nothing so far from 9Z outside of the pistol, outside of Try. They have found 0 kills across the board. And I think there was that one round on Inferno where 9Z stacked the A bomb site. We've had one of these force buys slip on by. Finally, Max breaks the dry spell for the rest of the squad here for 9Z. Digit, chance at it as well. Long distance, but a hard shot to hit. I mean, they're just never going to get into this round. 30 seconds, nowhere to go.
They're playing this so safe, and that's exactly what you need to do. Railsin has rotated back towards that B bomb site to make sure that it can't just be planted for free. A second rotation as well. 15 seconds. There's no way they get anything. Digit desires death at this point.
They might not even give it to him.
They're trying not to, at the very least. Working around the corners, and Digit will end up falling. Lukowski gets them that completion, and now you're looking at a 3-1 start. 9Z. You normally see the CTs getting wrecked like this, Michael. You normally see the CTs winning the pistol and being reset. Now they get to feel the burn the other way around.
I mean, if the Deegs are going to grace you with as much damage as that, then yeah, it's a complete reset and rebound here from the Sharks. a lot more questions, definitely, about how their T side will operate, but maybe that's not even as much of a necessity if they can get off to a good start, build on a lead. See the single smoke that's brought forward. They're trying to get this bomb down, but Zeri just pulls out the D. He doesn't care that they're running right at them. Molotov does the rest of the job. Pank as well will cover, and they get nothing for their efforts again. They have found one kill outside of try in the past 4 rounds.
Zevi doesn't buy into that round, Michael. I love that. You can get the op over here now. You already knew they were going to be on the Glocks. No way. No way. Oh, they're going to come through with another forest fire after they just lost that one. Makes the call now. He's got money to spare. Look at it. After buying the AWP on the CT side and full utility and head armor, you're on $2,500.
And they've only got one Molotov here on the side of the 9Z squad, so not exactly setting up for a B-sided play as a result of that. Instead, utility will sail and get prepped to go over towards A, especially with Bit getting that kill. It's going to be big. JNT under the balcony, but it's not going to be enough. They cannot trade him quickly, and Digit finally dropping out will find the kill, but keeping hold of things is Lukowski, constantly applying this pressure from stairs. But now it's just the 2 players that remain here on the Sharks trying to get this rotation going. There's still a lurk available. Max does find this B bomb site very vacant. They've ground to a halt.
They can move back towards the B bomb site, especially with Bit's positioning being where it is. All that matters is he doesn't get caught off. But speaking of caught off, look at Railson's position. Rather, Zevi's position, not Railson. Railson, however, still finds Bit, and Zevi on short almost adjusts for Max, but he's not able to quite get it. Railson's got to hit. Oh, he's not able to hit the jump. Can't get it in time. Is he going for it again? Or is he going for the save? That's the big question. Bomb's going to be planted. Railson, very confused about how to go about this. Wants to go for the round. He knows he's got the money to buy again in the next one. So now, honestly, even if you get a single kill on the terrorist side, that's worth it.
And so might just set himself up for the exit because he doesn't seem to be favoring his chances in this one. No pace. You know, that missed jump, I think, was the primary deterrent.
It didn't look like he was going to get that jump anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, you jumped a little too deep into the window. You know, you're not going to have the speed. It's all about getting that setup right.
All right. 9Z, though. I mean, you go into this round and Lukowski just wasn't ready for Bit to take the full wide swing to bench. So that's why he was feeling comfortable with chucking a flashbang out instead of trying to play anti-flash and hold the position. Even JNT getting caught out with the smoke in his hand over there. A couple of things going the way of 9Z. And, you know, that's
they
great
have a lot of utility.
Yes.
But they didn't throw it over towards jungle stairs. You know, they didn't go for an execute. They just sort of pounced. And that's why Lukowski felt very exposed. There was no coverage.
Well, that might even be why JNT was just, you know, caught with the smoke in his hand and just not expecting the kind of pace to be coming through with the double push out from Palace without utility being used. That's pretty absurd. That's pretty unheard of.
Well, we saw the reaction to the Sharks on Inferno. When things were looking dire, they brought out the double AWP much earlier here in this last map. Zevi will take B. Meanwhile, JNT locking things down the A side of things.
Yeah. And let's not forget, CT side for Sharks was never really the problem that, you know, was highlighted by our desk. You know, CT side was always like, hey, yeah, they're pretty good. They were really good against YNG, honestly.
That's why that big second round, it could completely shift that narrative to not needing as many on T.
Yeah. This is the round that'll decide that, though. T's are still very much resettable. There's a lurk coming through from Max. If they can catch him out, this will be a significantly easier retake. Lukowski's playing up close and personal, will be blinded up. No, dodges it out. Good for one, looks for two, but the spray is a bit sloppy. Can't back off, and GNT's trying to cover, but unsuccessful. Lukowski is a rabbit around on the bomb side. Hippity hop, he goes all over the place, but young Sharks, they're a lot more deadly than a little bunny wabbit.
Oh man, the movement there from Lukowski is chaos incarnate. He gets the damage after this first kill on the secondary player, but this remains active, just keeps on changing his position between the fights. He's on top of default. No, he's somewhere else. You know, he's almost jumping onto the balcony. Hard man to nail down. And if they don't focus on him, then that freedom could be a huge asset on this A site. Now into pistols once again for 9Z. Not exactly stable round that they were able to get together on a buy.
their loss one is also just straight up is horrible, the situation they're in. I think you're looking at a maybe 1900.
No, they'll have more than that.
2400 actually, right? That is better. Ooh. Got my counting wrong, but hey, Reels in right now is going to try and count down 5. He does get the spray. It's a little bit on the edge of it, on the cusp of it, but Lucasi's here to make sure that the bomb can't be planted. Zevi, okay, Zevi missing out the shot. That's a bit of a doozy. I wonder if we can see that on the replay. It might be a little bit difficult to get that, but even so.
You want them to replay the low light?
Hey man, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, Ops picked up anyway, so yes.
And this is where some of that additional money that he managed to save up earlier on as well by buying the Deagle will come into play. You know, these are the small things that carry on.
For try once more and trying to go for the pick, but the Molotov obscures a whole lot of vision. JNT high ground instead, the other attack avenue towards this A side. Digit, is he ready for this?
No, he isn't. And that's just a lot of aggression. Try's been forced off as well. They won't be re-peeking into him. And now you're playing the rest of it in a 5v4 with the CTs having a hell of a lot of utility as well. And you can't say the same about the terrorist side.
And I love that we're not just getting JNT playing turret AWP on the secondary. You know, he's exploring options, keeping them guessing, where it doesn't always have to be Zevi, who isn't always the most proactive AWPer himself.
Oh, that's a smoke not quite gone.
Massively botched. It's atop the connector.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. They're forced to use another, and that's their last smoke as well. Now those clear sight lines that they were worried about might be coming out on the Young Shark side. Pank's gone. GNT needs to hold on. He's being tagged up. This grenade could be massive, but he's been caught out with a nade in his hand before. Now would rather flash in. A nade up close. Rox has been rocked, and Zevi catches him up from the back lines. Lukowski leaning up into the connector as well, and it's as clean as a retake can be.
Yeah, they just had no coverage, no safety, no smokes as a result of having to redeploy a second one top connector. And they used their last flash as well to pop in for that entry. Then getting that bomb down is a difficult endeavor. Super exposed to short. That's where Zevi comes through via bottom connector. It makes all the difference having those extra bits and bobs there for the utility. If you can re-smoke the connector, if you can molly it, perhaps you can get to safe for after plants, but that was never on the cards there for 9Z. They get caught in transition even as that bomb is going down. And you see that money just continuously build here now for the Sharks. They know that this is on the right track to cause the biggest upset of the whole tournament. You know, everyone has 9Z down to win this one.
Everyone except for Sam on the desk, that is. And even she, I mean, you know, look, they feel a little bit like some spice predictions.
Yeah,
she had her reasons for it. She had her reasons for it. We're not going to pretend like she didn't, but it's one of those things where you want to sway a little bit.
Yeah, and some of that hope about development and things to be worked on have bled through into this series.
And now they just have to make sure they don't let the ball slip out from under their fingers, and it might not happen because Banks missed out the spray. Digit trades. JNT's up close and personal. Those flashes will not be capitalized on, but they are running the hell out of dodge.
I didn't think they realized that JNT was on as much of an island as he was.
Yeah.
He has to sit a little too close for comfort with that ult. But all that support utility that came through, look at what Lukowski's up to. Reading into the rotation, he may give them another rifle, but he's going to do significant damage.
He's going to peek out into them. Sees one, but that's, doesn't quite get the instant
worst
shot.
Target as well.
It's also the worst timing because there's still so much time for them to actually move back and adjust to either bomb site. And you can see that reflected in Zevi on the minimap. He's just bobbing to and fro. I was about to go to B. Now I'm going to A. I can't go in mid. What if they've got a player there already? How am I playing this?
And we always praise Lucalzi for his mid-round aggression, but this is one of those instances that's actually is going to work as a massive deficit to the Sharks because now they're information starved. They don't want to go for any hyper-aggressive lines themselves just to get information. They're too far away from those avenues that make it a big difference. And so 9Z can just collect themselves and overwhelm a site that will see less presence than elsewhere, but that AWP can make a quick rotation.
Oh, it has indeed, and Realzin just follows up. All worries have been asked away as Try is caught out mid-air. Lucalzi makes a sweat, Michael, but regardless, the information he was able to find meant that Zevi was still inclined to lean his way inside the B bomb site, or rather from market itself. So when he gets that first kill, Realzin's just got such an easier time for it. Knew he could get the second duel mid-air, knew he had the time to pump out a flashbang as well.
Could be the difference between playing from deep CT as opposed to playing from market.
Yeah. And hell, the fact that they don't push down GNT early as well does help. Ooh, good nade.
Well, nade doesn't matter if it's getting headshot by the AWP. Lucalzi and at the underpass deploys that one-way smoke, and they give up that mid-control fight. Already down the man. Doesn't feel like it's a battle worth continuing to have. Digit as well on his lurking pressure in the apartments has been tagged. Not many things going right here for 9Z. No consistency in these rounds.
Oh, Lucalzi. Ooh, barely gets away over there. Might not realize the fact that there's a player as close as he is as well. Max has got the bomb. They do have a flash, but for trying to blind out Pank would be very difficult in this spot. Pank's being careful. Not sure his gun, but oh, he moves away. Pank is just perfect, man. He knows exactly what to do there to not get pre-fired. And now just being so careful, being so tricky around this plywood as he peeks forward. Try will find him, sure. But the bomb is still far out of his reach. And Digit is very low.
Does get his hands on that bomb. There's a player not too far away from the action. Spotting out the AWPer. Does retake the angle. Lucalzi not too far away from the action either. Does spring in and deal with Digit. Now it's on Try. Has to clutch things through. 24 seconds. And they're giving him the space. Some respect as well. Just constantly showing him tiny bits of the body. And finally Try finds the isolated fight. Bomb can go down.
He's got a chance of it. Needs to get the close one, but knife out, looking forward, grenade out as well. And is he going to be ready? No, not at all. Lucalzi, with the help of that grenade, only needed one shot to take him down. The AWP can be recovered as well. Young Sharks are up 8-2.
Man, what a game Lucalzi is having.
Yeah,
so many times we talk about AWPers taking control on Mirage and punishing teams for not having set executes and being able to deal with the presence of a substantial AWPer. But Lucalzi is this hidden element. You talked about him being that X factor for the Sharks. I mean, when else would you like your X factor to come online than the last map in a grand final?
I mean, Michael, right now he's the Y factor, Z factor, A, B, C. The alphabets belong to him, but Zevi's the one getting the first kill. Lucalzi now traded. No more alphabets, but are they going to have the words to stop them? Seems like they do. Railsin, time given over. The grenade's good as well. Backs off, repositions, and Zevi's just here to consistently be that right-hand man, the support that's needed. A smoke to extinguish the Molotov, and tries good for it, but not good enough to not get fragged up. A 1v2 now in his court could be the point for him to deliver. He started off with an ace. The 4K now necessary, and it's just not possible. Pank from behind had cut off exits, and the retreat just wasn't an option.
And one of the stories for 9Z, you know, that European tour that they did where they beat Vitality in a best of 3. That was what people clung to in the international scene and being like, oh, are these guys for real? Are they legit? This can't be how the South American stacks up, because they did really well, you know, out-AWPing ZywOo. That wasn't even the full squad. Rox was that other element that was missing. Touted as one of these prodigies as well from the region, and he's falling short here in the finals. JNT just continuously steps up on the secondary. Sure, they'll run him down with these upgraded pistols, and actually Rox is doubling up. This is where he's finally finding his element. They've overtaken this B bomb site off of a scrappy buy.
And this is how the CT side was able to get their massive lead started. Maybe this is where 9Z can put an end to it as well. A round gifted to them, which should never have been theirs, and that's despite YNG starting off with some spice.
They've been swapping things up between him and Zevi. Whether it's been A plays for JNT, Zevi sometimes going for this mid peak. Trying to accommodate for what Zevi wants to do in these rounds. And it's just the rundown. They know that that double AWP is a tendency and it's been a problem for 9Z so far on this T side. They just run them down. Just pacing so quickly into B, and it was too much to handle.
Oh yeah, man, that second frag as well from Rox. I mean, you called upon him, Michael, he's there. 1 in 10 before the round, but that is a big opportunity for him to show up, and he is ready to grasp it. Still, enough money is there for Young Sharks to be able to bring out that double AWP, so they won't be too disrupted by it, but it could be the start of something big for 9Z. Zevi, again, peeking out down mid. We know he likes to go for this Molotov peek instantly.
Definitely feels like some frustrations here in the 9Z camp.
Yeah,
I mean,
quick switching.
Tries up to 15 and 10, and they've only gotten 3 rounds together. One of them have required an ace.
Zevi's got to be careful.
He's so brazen about this. No one's coming through that Palace smoke. And I actually think it's a great time to do it because continuously we've seen Digit as well lurk through Palace, and he's not exactly gotten a whole lot from it. So now he tries to mix things up with Ramp instead, and that's where Zevi makes the move.
There will be the bomb moving back towards the B bomb site. Lukowski is ready for it. He is positioned. Can Zevi make his way through as well is the big question. Max won't find anything for now, but he's just hoping to catch off the rotate. Sees the barrel of Pang's gun, just in time for it as well. Now, over to the B bomb site they go. He's dropped down, trying to mask his sound. Rails in the meanwhile, doubles up. No, not quite. Digit left on 1 HP. A grenade can take him down, but it won't be coming. Not yet. Railsin does it himself. Peeking out again and again. Lukowski's been given a chance, and the bomb dropped as well. Not in a recoverable position, and Zevi's here to clean up. Try can get the kill, and that's all good. But can he get the round? 2 more players to overcome, 2 more players to overwhelm. And he's unscoped, but he's got it regardless. On the bomb side, bomb planted. Lukowski in a 1-on-1. Coming in from doors might not be expected. He's more aware of the short position. Peeks out at Lukowski. He'll take them to 10, even if Try can take them to a 1-on-1.
Try makes all of these rounds look so scary here for the Sharks when they know that they've got this numbers advantage. That's where Try dials in the digits in his brain. He just locks these positions down. And even though he has the read at the end, it's just too quick on the response from the rifle. It's a denied clutch that is so needed for 9Z. The Sharks are up to 10 on a map that was a bit tumultuous. You know, they got kind of battered on this map when they played 9Z previously.
And it's not even like Try isn't performing. Try is very much having a grand old time.
It's the rest of 9Z that feel out of gas.
And the big question on everyone's mind is, you know, Try, is it too late? He started off nicely, at least this time, gets them the advantage early in. But I feel like the question is it too late that Try is activated to this level in this series? Because now Pang's feeling aggressive. He just knows. He knows they're going to make a mistake. He knows he's going to be the one to come out on top. Gets the equalizer, backs off. Flash is ready for A-main as well. Going to be perfect timing. Lukowski peeks. Lukowski does it all. And again, Try to attempt the recovery. Try to attempt greatness, to attempt a monstrous performance, but a missed shot and a teammate gone in the meanwhile. Try is tagged. He's cornered. He's gone.
You have your star AWPer performing exactly how you expect him to. Grand finals, you're the favorites in this series. Your opponents put up more fight than you may be anticipating, and he is still delivering and giving you these advantages in the round. But the Sharks now, they're full of confidence. Look at the kill discrepancy between these two teams. Outside of Try, nobody is hanging around here for 9Z.
No
They
one's
are
even on
falling
5
flat.
kills. We're in the 15th round now. Not a single person other than Try is on 5 kills, Michael. Young Sharks. When Lucassi's peeking forward, that scoped AUG might have actually been the reason why he doesn't see Max despite having the peak advantage in terms of eyes. Zevi, though, oh, good adjustment, but can't get the kill. A Molotov to make sure it can't be too fast on the push, and Railson's still here. They know it. Try just hoping to isolate him out back in the jail position. That's where Railson has consistently backed off to. They haven't had a way to really deal with him either. He's been fantastic.
Man,
on the B-bomb side.
How fired up would you be if you're the Sharks right now? You are dominating them on this last map. It's not even close.
Yeah.
An opportunity that they would be more than just to get. I mean, 9Z are destined to go to Europe sooner or later as well for other tournaments, but we're talking about an EPL conference slot.
Yeah.
One that wasn't previously available to the region.
Potentially access to the biggest circuit Counter-Strike has ever had historically as well. No, don't make any mistakes about that, but oh, Pank's not going to want to make any mistakes here either. They're starting to come through. Flash goes behind him, but Rox ducks out from underneath the corner. JNT has to step up, but he chooses to retreat off the angle and prioritize Palace. Knows that maintaining CT is important, but tries to kill his teammate. Even so, might be the blood sacrifice they need. Try inside jungle, pushing through. Rox on the other side will get the spray, but it's not quite there. JNT adjusts in time. Rox wasn't ready for the micro adjustment for Ticket, and Try's going to be peeking into 2. JNT's at least taken out. The smoke will allow them to cross over, and Digits here to assist Try. This time, it's not a 1vx, it's a 2v2, but even then, Try's missed out a shot, and now another attempt gone by the wayside, confusing inside it. DJT barely gets it out. The scope is showing. Young Sharks will not be able to get 12, but they'll be hella happy with this regardless. Can 9Z bring it back? Can they have a chance in the second half? Find out after a short break. One man against the world, one man to do it all, but he just can't take his team with him. Try has done everything you can expect and more on top of it, but Young Sharks are just countering them at every point. Is the T side going to hold any more challenges for them? That is the question.
Yeah, first piece of the puzzle here in this T-side pistol. If they dominate this one, the chances are going to run thin here for 9Z. Molotov in at the window to prevent information. Look how quickly they're coming up this connector.
And they're going to be able to get into the A bomb site and back to jungle as well. But it's headed to B where they're going. Max's position will be completely unaware to them. Bit's found one, and Max might be able to get another as well. In the meanwhile, Bit and Max are just tearing them apart. Young Sharks are looking like they're going to end up losing out both pistol rounds pretty damn convincingly at this rate. Reels in all alone, a 1v4. Try could do it, but it might be hard for him, although he's going for it for sure. A chance given over. Re-peeking in the reload, never advisable, but gives him information at the very least. Pretends to jump. He's got another. Knows where the last is as well, but Reels in can't find it all. You're good, but you're not try.
Oh, that's a scary round there for 9Z because you're right. Everything was going well. They deal with that initial aggression. This strat is a little unconventional here from the Sharks. They try and take these players from A round the world. Oh, are we threatening CT? Where are we going? We going through the window? But that's where that B-side convergence Bit locks things in, getting the 2 initial kills that were needed, only for the rest of the Sharks to fall by the wayside. Really solid effort there from Reelson, who has had a fantastic game as well. Not many missing pieces here from the Sharks, but needing some serious activation on this CT side are our favorites. The 9Z team that have looked a little shy this last map.
And Young Sharks fully ecoed up. At this point, mental warfare is something we cannot ignore. The fact that Railsin gets those 3 kills as well will not be missed. It will not be missed at all by 9Z. They need a solid, clear victory, even if it's an anti-eco. Don't lose a single player, 1 at most. Any more than that, and you're getting scared. And it looks like it might be that opportunity, but no. Railsin will at the very least take 1 with him. And still have opportunity for more. Deagle re-peeking constantly, always scary. Rocks to be the one to make up for that fair. All right, they only lose 1. Maybe a rallying cry. We'll have to wait to see. The next round is crucial.
Yeah, and that fear can always creep up on you. You've now gotten to that, you know, you had this 11-4 lead coming into this half. And you know that the T side is where Mirage has let you down before. So even with these 11 rounds, they need to find some stability and quickly if they want to maintain that momentum, that vote of confidence they came into this map with. You know that 9Z are going to put up a fight, and this CT side could do everything to support that. Look at the pace over from the Sharks. They're setting up for a B-side execute right off the jump, and it's only Bit.
And it's going to be the perfect time to do it as well. But there comes Max to try and assist. Bit keeps the spray going. Max is here in time to make sure he's got yet another and drops the bomb in their court as well. Now with 2 players left, this seems impossible, but Pank's the one to lead the charge. Lines up 2, could be 3. Pank does all the damage in the world, but can't find Max anyhow. A Molotov to force him out into the open, a Glock to try and finish him. Pank in a 1-on-2. Smoke down as well to try and recover the bomb. Has to be careful, he's been spotted as well. In the meanwhile, the grenade won't be deep enough. Pank recovers the bomb and now moves back. Trying to use the remainder of the smoke, knows it'll be extinguished and exhausted very soon. And that's where he'll have opened up possibilities for himself. A 1v1 located, digits low as well. How are they going to play this? They can't peek, they can't peek, they can't peek, and they know it. But as Pank comes around the corner, he might be able to take advantage of that fact as well. But adjusting right as the peek comes in. 9Z played that 2v1 perfectly. But man, if Max fell, I don't know how that would have gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good news that Max gets here in time. They do not wait for this window smoke to bloom before moving in for that execute. They just try and run past the smoke initially, and they get punished for it. Not waiting for the utility to spring in. I think just ready and rearing to go. Just the speed, just the only thing on their mind, because they had those SMGs alongside those rifles. They wanted to pace quickly. And now they're ahead of the Molotov into the apartments as well. Once again, trying to isolate Bit.
And oh, Railson's just gone out and about. He's got the first kill. Bit is gone, and Railson's able to duck away. Max is an M4, but he'll be brought down pretty soon as well now that the USB is out. At least you think so. But there's backup coming in. Digit around the corner. Max just pushes in. They only lose one. But man, that looks shaky.
Max in chaotic situations with no HP, it is something like internal that activates it and somehow.
I'm telling you, man, he's a thrill seeker.
Because he runs laps around that bomb site. All
Michael,
while the Sharks are swarming it.
Just to bring up a small point that Vu actually just mentioned to me, of course, a fantastic analyst. They actually lost out both those guns in the 2v1 afterwards as well because they tried to trade for different weapons, but the round just ended on them. So this was even more important. Otherwise, their economy would have been destroyed. Oh, there goes Rox. Aggressive and even noses. Another player around the corner if he heard him inside Palace. Not too sure about that call, though.
Yeah, just scared of a trade. Wanted to make sure that there's no quick return frag. The Sharks haven't peeked right into it, so now the shoulder spot will be the play. Has a smoke ready to go as well should he receive some pressure. Pank peeks round, shoe spotted, and that's where that smoke goes down. We'll keep the Sharks at bay a little longer. Seems like some mid smokes are being lined up here by the Sharks as well, but YNG aren't looking for anything more than that. They know that they've gotten the kill they needed to on one of their lowest value weapons as well.
Also, so far, the player who had been struggling the most as well. Rox has really stepped things up since being 1-10 in all fairness. Had a couple of very key moments to get them here. Sharks are once again setting their sight onto B. Bit's got a great time on the grenade if he wants to chuck it out, but instead he's caught out with it. Rails in circles, Bit is gone. They have to be careful about Digit over in short, and that's where Railsin's got his eyes set over as well. Bomb's gonna be planted this time though, so it won't be easy. Flashbang out, but the Molotov still remains for a while longer, so Rox isn't actually able to push through. Pan gets Digit in the meanwhile. Re-smoke over to the window means they're final to doors, and they might just want to save. Lukowski peeks out and won't let that happen though, and despite the early man advantage, YNG are just not able to defend that B bomb site this time.
And there's nobody there to reinforce Bit. You know, the few times that he's been that priority man over on that B site, someone's rotated in time to support, whether it's been Max or Digit to keep things under control on that B site. This time, once again, they go towards Bit's site and they isolate him completely. There is no help coming. Reelsin gets the entry, and then the site collapses from there. They just don't have the same room to work with. And that was something that was brought up. It was brought up on the desk as well. You know, last time they played Mirage, they really tried to hammer it home. They tried to bully Bit, the Brazilian in-game leader for this YNG squad, who hasn't been able to put up those same numbers. You know, he was top fragging on Nuke. He was going off. But that same punishment, that same isolation isn't transferable between maps. And so Bit's being bullied.
Oh, Savvy might have just missed a big chance to get the early kill. And Max has comfortably tucked himself into a sandwich. And no one's planning to eat.
Try hasn't been able to get engaged in any of the action so far here on the side of YNG. I think he's had to kill this half.
Well, the Cowsey as well with only one so far. So both of those initial activants, both of those players who were dominating the first half in one way or another.
Yeah, it gets a little quiet
so far. Yeah. And I like this from Young Sharks. They've gone for this late B, rather late mid take. Same default as always, but they just wanted to group up as 5 near the A bomb side and just go for an initial peek. They move back with their full set of utility, and they bought an extra 20 seconds because YNG were just not comfortable in getting aggressive, and Try's now lost most of his HP as well. Great timing of the nade, though.
Yeah, Reelsin tagged up. They are grouping up to pounce on this 3-way attack, but that's where Try moves forward. Low HP or not, he knew he had to take some initiative, and this puts a bit of pressure now on the Sharks.
Rox is ready with that flashbang. Digit trying to isolate Lukowski, and he's able to find the kill, but Max is sloppy on the spray. Still, he's been able to find one, and it seems like Pank's left all alone yet again. Damage is what he's looking to find, but the only damage dealt So the difference in rounds is 9Z are closing it 9-12.
Every player within a proper duel there on the side of 9Z is able to pull their respective weight. So I mean that, you know, kind of plagued them on that T side is that they would end up in so many of these fights, but there wouldn't be comparable damage or even kills really being found. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm surprised it's just 60%. Honestly, it seemed like more.
Is it glued or does he have backpack straps? Because he's putting up the same numbers you expect to see. Again, the CT side has been a little bit more of a shallower performance. We haven't seen that be engaged as frequently. But that's, I think, part of the plan here from the Sharks. That's why they've been continually hitting B. And that's also why we saw Try get aggro off of short. He could have been that fast man to help out Bit if it came down to another B play.
It's also very good timing as he went out for the peak right as the connector smoke bloomed, and they'd had time to check their back and turn back to the connector smoke. You could see they were in the process of maybe even looking to check out short again, but hold the point because Max is holding the line. He's got only one though. Look out to trade the flash too good for him to get the double, and Rox is now just going to be mollied out. Adjust his aim, and it's not the right time to do so, but Digit, he's just come in. He is dominating. Nothing can get past this man.
Has he not had a massive series all in all? Yeah, might have gone missing in that first half, but now, when called to the plate, losing sight control, fighting around these smokes, and then these support flashes just hit the mark.
The target prioritization as well doesn't keep the spray going. Great bullet control, 3 bullets at most per target as well. Just uses the full mag perfectly. Individual brilliance right now. I can't believe I'm saying that after the first half as well for a player who isn't Try. And that's just the power of recovery for 9Z after the 3-minute break, and Try's come through with his first 2, the first multi-kill of this half, and you know they're gonna take this one away. Sure as hell.
Well, Pank does get one on the punishment, trying to keep them contained into these apartments. The rush doesn't work. Try, hand on shoulder with Bit. Make sure that they do not get into this site. Wasn't exactly a full investment here from the Sharks, but they are shut down regardless. They've only gotten this 1 round here on this T side so far. And there will be this gap that can be exploited through middle. This is accounted for here on the side of 9Z. Try's already in position. And with Pank so low, the chances are indeed just as low as his health would indicate. Timing ain't there. Turns around. It's another frag for Digit, but it's Try that prevented that B-sided play, and now 9Z are right behind them.
1 round. 1 round is what separates them. Young Sharks, they have had a hell of a CT side, but all the questions were about their terrorist side. All the caveats were there. They thought they found what they needed, but now they are being proven wrong. The lead was not enough, and now a grenade to start off. Rox is buying time. Rox is waiting for them to come through, and the Molotov is going to be late. Max going for the flank. Digit once again trying to make sure they can't move on to the bomb site. A Molotov dedicated to him. And Try won't be able to do too much about the smoke.
They're waiting for Max as well. He's coming in from the back.
Max is going to have a great timing going for the Palace flank instead.
Oh, no.
But reels in. He's found 2. Max could be too late now. Bit won't be able to help, and Max is too committed. He needs to go in, and he knows it. Finds 1, sure, but can it be more? Doesn't look like it. No one wants to peek from Young Sharks. No one wants to make the play. They get the bomb site, and Railsin is once again the one to deliver.
Oh, as if he comes in with that double entry just as we're looking towards that flank there from Max. He's about to be in that prime position. All 9Z need to do is keep them entertained. Don't take the fights straight up, but that's where the Sharks push instead, right into 9Z as they're setting up for that potential play. And it comes back to bite them, just as we think that 9Z are riding right behind them.
That's second kill, man.
Yeah, it's just nice
Clean.
and snappy.
And the fact that Max actually goes back to Palace will haunt him. He could have been there so much earlier. He could have been there when the bomb was being planted before Rox was taken out. Might have been someone else, but whoever the third player taken out was.
It's just what do you do? Because you're probably calming the whole time over. Wait for me. Wait for me. I have this backstab. And wait as they might have. It wasn't enough. Lock presence over towards the B apartments. It's prompting out counter utility in from 9Z. They do not want to be met with faster plays again. But look at the Sharks. They're sneaking their way up through short instead. Digit smoking towards bottom connector, and he swings right into 3.
And there's no way he lives through that. They're even looking for Bit now. And look how he's able to connect the double entry and try his hair. But try as he might, he can't stop the bomb from being planted. A player in the corner. A rare missed shot. Rox to peek out. Rox to fall. Max separated from the bomb site, separated from the corpses of his fallen allies, his brethren, and separated even further from the young Sharks as they take the 14th.
And outside of a couple of rounds, they have been mitigating Try by not going towards his site. They have this read. They've made these fantastic calls to stop that AWP from being engaged because that was all you had to worry about in that first half. Oh, Try's still alive? Don't give him those opportunities. And now in the second half, I mean, it looks like he's fallen off, but he's just not getting those chances. It's not his bomb site.
And you can't help but say this is just a masterclass from JNT in that one particular objective. Yes, they've had their failures on T side. Absolutely. Digit has stepped up like nothing else. But the idea that you're able to completely run away from the most dominant player in the server, bar none, so many times over, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, and all your stars are coming to party as well. So all they need to be is in the right spot. It all comes down to the calls and how quickly they can execute and potentially eliminate 9Z in our finals. This is the last stand here for 9Z. Best buy they're going to have. And we thought the tides were shifting. You know, 9Z, we're on this path to recovery. And this is where they'll try and implement a bit of aggression. Bit getting deeper into the apartments. Try was there to facilitate, and now they leave Bit to his own devices.
And Young Sharks is just ready for that aggression. They're not exposing themselves anywhere. If you're going to peek into us, it'll be on our terms, not yours.
Super cheeky angle as well from Lukalzi. Just holding
it
to see
always?
if 9Z shift things up in that mid control, but there's nobody there on either side of the coin. Nade will indicate a bit of forward presence, so Bit falls back.
Now just a very quick flash to reclaim the apartments, but the bomb is still very much destined for the A bomb side. Have to be careful though, timings are going to be wonky, and Try's moved away. They're wanting to go in, they're wanting to sell the fake. Try's found the first, but Bit's not rotating. They're the ones who are rotating. Straight back to A they go. JNT trying to find one. He'll drop down and Rox is found. Max will trade, sure, but he reveals his position and caught out in midair. Pank won't let him come. A molly should have been thrown earlier, but Try unscopes. It's falling apart. There's no way to stop this bomb from being planted. Young Sharks now in the post block. Dodge out Digit. Move back to A main. Aggressive is Pank on top of triple. He peeks out. He's gone, but it's Zebi to trade. Bit and Try. They don't have the weaponry. They don't have the utility. They don't look like they have the chance of bringing it back. Try will not find anyone who's peeking him. Bit picks up an M4, picks up a nade, but no one wants to contest because they know what's coming.
I mean, Try's
Bit
gonna stick it.
fakes out. Try has to be the one on the bomb. He's the only one with the kit. There's nothing they can do. They're falling apart. Bit will not get anything. That's 15 for the Sharks.
Oh, Try. He'll hold on to the AWP at the very least, but the Sharks play it so patient in the afterplan. There's no util. Only that kit on Try, and he's the one you want to be taking those fights. He's been having the world-class game. But he had to stick the defuse, and the Sharks never bit.
What a call from JNT though, Michael. You gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, he's confusing the 9Z guys. They've been keeping it so simple, and that's the perfect time to try and throw in this fake. It leaves them completely dazed.
And now onto the A-bomb site they go. Smokes out, full execute. It could be the last hurrah. It could be elimination. It could be EPL for Young Sharks. And as they trail forward, Rox is gone. Max is likely soon to follow. Missing out his shots, missing out his chances, missing out everything, and he's now gone. Try smoked off, can't push through. Just feeling of helplessness encapsulating him. He's trying to fight back, but no one to shoot at. Digit gets one, but the bomb can go down soon. No one speaking, and Bit, the lone hope, the one ray of light, the one chance, and he's managed to find the bomb but can't kill it. Jumps up but traded too soon. Try's been given an opportunity to get aggressive in the meanwhile though. Drops straight down, will try to go for the shot, misses it out. Chances are gone. Digit's alone, a 1-on-2. The bomb not on the T side, and Digit is waiting for the cross. He's got another. Could this be it? Could this be the chance? No, not quite, Sevi! AK picked up, done it all, and Sharks are your champions!
Nobody thought they could do it. They were the underdogs consistently throughout this tournament, and they have come through with the biggest upset in the tournament. They bring 9Z the full distance. They had that one map up in the series, and the Sharks are able to get the 3 they need to qualify for that EPL conference slot. Take away our champions as the South American representatives of